The Duck invasion continues here in week 5, as we have Ult Dimension taking on the Dhill Ducklings. Both these teams are, looking pretty good as far as the standings are concerned. Ult Dimension are coming in 7-2. They started 1-1 and then dropped a series to Cajun. I believe the last time we had Ducklings on stream, they were able to hand Nightmare Rotation, their one and only loss of the season. Now, they have dropped series to Cajun and Crimson since. And this is kind of capping off a bit of a hell streak here for the Ducklings. It was Cajuns, Crimsons, Rotation, Alt D. A difficult, very, very difficult stretch. Maybe catching Ducklings on a bit of a streak, on a bit of a tough streak, can be fortuitous for Ult Dimension. I'll try to pull up our power rank. So I had Dhill Ducklings at 6th, and Alt D at 10th at the top. Notable wins here for Ult Dimension. They do have losses to Crimsons and Cajun, but did manage to beat Aurora Noctis and Cross Soul. All right, we're going to get an Ilios pick with Alt D starting us on the right and an Autobahn coming out from him. It's time for map 1. We're headed to Ilios.
Ready for battle.
Skunkling. Yes. Hey, Full Puff. I love it. I love it. Honored to be an honorary Skunkling. Race the battle out of the gate. We're looking at Lucio Kiri versus a Brig Juno coming in from Ult Dimension. Devilwood also picking up the casting. And this feels very familiar. I feel like we're getting into kind of the strong suit of Devilwood. This is clicking somewhere in the gray matter. In the gray matter. Not Glay matter, I don't know what that is. Oh, and it's B and Devilwood who are going to find first blood. You see Devilwood in the assist there, putting in a bulk of damage, being finding that final blow, and nice opening kill here. Secure coast side and first cap. Okay, what's going on over here coast? It's kind of getting a bird's eye view. This fight was starting to migrate towards coastal side. So you can pick up on the Devilwood there from Faded. And a very quick re-engage here from Ducklings after giving up first control. Beautiful tank aim from Nick. Close out that fight. 31% there after the first one, but quick flip. Consequence of an early ultimate. Just a little bit ahead of Morlock, but it's enough. Run and kind of take this Pantheon, run down a Devilwood, but straight it out for Biz, the back line. Now comes that Orbital Rail online. Go check in on Beeves, dashed in, deflecting away a bunch of damage, creates some space, but gets caught by a beautiful Polo shot. Nick catches that one square on the disengage. Doesn't get the kills, but it gives room for at least create some space. Although Faded hit with the spear, might get caught. Oh, it's a bait. The Terra Surge comes in. The rally is up. Seagull holding the line. Bugsy now going to return the favor as B combos with the Genji Blade. Dashes in, catches Biz. Biz didn't have theirs quite online, ready to go. Alternate Duck. Showing up with an apropos emote there. Hey, I mean, it's kind of just supporting the match in this case, right? You're just supporting all of the players. That's the emote equivalent of I just hope everybody has fun. Sound barrier fading against all the blade Slightly dulled, but still Biz is able to dash through, grab one. And I think I erroneously said I'd be playing flex support. I would be playing flex DPS is what I meant to say. And you certainly don't want me playing flex DPS. I at least have some practice with Ana and carry. $70-64, very even back and forth here in this opening round of Ruins. Consequence, a little bit more of a lead of a Warlock this time with this Kitsune rush. I would expect a similar approach. Yep, there's the swift step in the Kitsune. Faded trying to run in. This time looking to combo with a Bullish, and that's way deep in the back. But Faded is close enough, might be able to follow up. Nah, Warlock does get that orbital in time. And Sayek, second verse, same as the first. Gonna try to force back, good disengage. Nicely played. Two Fish definitely, I think, had a quicker jump on the amp speed on that one. Now coming in and trying to cover a retreat. Gets caught. The Terror Surge gets smashed down. Bugsy fighting Biz amongst that chaos as well. Actually worth 99% Faded finding Seagull. Is it enough? You still have Nick about half health. Firing it from the outside. Morlock at 1! Cannot escape the wrath of Two Fish. But we do get a flip. Ultimate able to kind of trade those out. Still, Biz is going to put down Bugsy. That's not good here as we get into the 90% mark. Tankless Devilwood comes up with an important pick here after switching over to the Venture. B pulls out the Katana now. Catches Two Fish. Actually, it's Devilwood that catches Two Fish. No idea where the bolo shot went. Nick under a lot of pressure. Gets some reinforcement, shows up. Oh, but nobody gets to the point. Ultimate will swing around that opening round.
Ready for battle.
Okay, both teams going Lucio Kira here with some obvious tank swaps. We heard in an interview earlier this morning that the Hazard just wins against the Winston. It's just a better pick. But some good peel, some good positioning, and even better awareness from Faded. Isolated beat and Morlock get caught trying to flank in on their own, get isolated. It's a quick 2 picks and early cap. Good start for the Ducklings. Hey, for Puffs, is that you vote you put me in next map? That would be a sight. I don't, I think Ducklings don't feel like selling just yet. What a flank duel on the outside. Round the outside, round the outside. Oh, good wall. Able to catch Two Fishes. They were looking to escape some of those shots from Devilwood's ADS. We're looking for the predictive. Didn't quite get it. Consequence low. 31 health. More concerned with keeping their Winston alive. Passive healing kicks back in. Ducklings looking for another go at it. Oh, but they lose Biz and have good control of the point. Faded ends up kind of, I felt like they got booped backwards. It kind of fell backwards off that wall, perhaps. Ends up working out in their favor. Drop down Consuming Rush to match that from Ultimation. Nick is going to pick up Morlock 15% away, giving Two Fish a chance to catch up in the sound barrier. Woo. Rapid hip fire out of the Freya mid Consuming Rush is pretty nasty. Not to mention the aim from Consequence. They caught Nick like hiding up there in the skybox. Coming up with blades here in this next fight. Both Genji's just going right up the middle. No fancy setup. Right up the gut. Morlock gets the sound barrier down. Two Fish holds theirs. Faded finds the kill on the B as well. Morlock falls. Two Fish just, I mean, what an ego move. He's like, nah, we're holding on to this beat and I'm going to get the kill onto the Lucio. Two Fish says, nah, I'm holding trust. 87% sound barrier in the pocket. Ducklings have all the tools they need to force this map 3, or round 3, that is. Getting extraordinarily aggressive. Two Fish comes up with another kill, this one on a Seagull. B does not make it back to get the beat into the fight. We'll get a touch there from Morlock. Two Fish giving chase. Faded has a primal. Fading, I was gonna say, imagine was holding some squishies out there towards the end. We do get a touch from the Wrecking Ball. Morlock managed to survive the pursuit. Oh, spoke too soon. Consequence will drop that one in. Sound barrier eventually investing. B back with the blade. Could be the one thing to turn this losing fight. Bugsy's low. B tries to get into this thing, and it's just not in time. Got booped away, and Two Fish with a fantastic final couple of team fights there. Help secure round 3. Kablooey, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, fish man, he's a fish man. Two of them, two fish man, yeah, fish, oh man, oh yeah, fish. We're at the lighthouse.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
You know, I said that the Hazard was, thought to just be the better pick in this matchup. Didn't work so well there in the previous round, and Faded's able to find first blood, but we see Bugsy with a beautiful violent late. Very controlled descent to find Biz on the downfall. In more ways than one. This is going to domino into multiple picks here for Ultimation, and despite Faded finding first blood, it's going to be LD who finds first cap. Ooh, Faded going to get out? Oh, good play from the team to come back up there, Monkey. Keeping the Winston alive in that fight. Really well done. That could have been real bad. Now, because of that, Ducklings will get time for a quick re-engage here. The ADHD Zoomer swap truly has become part of the stream. Yes, it has. Trash Panda. I mentioned earlier, I think yesterday, I was like, I'll give it a week. Like, it's kind of here for the week, and we'll reassess after that. I honestly kind of like it. I'm almost ashamed to admit that, but I kind of like it. Second fight downpour out of Bugsy. Secures a kill on the Consequence, but trades have gone. Ooh, a good kill from Biz. An important kill from Biz in a 3v3. Devilwood is able to trade out on where the hell is Devilwood? Ooh, Nick and B trade out. Could these two teams be any closer? We have gotten Ducklings able to pick up the point, and that is a very low health Bugsy. The Swift Step Seagull and the other way around. Yeah, Sound Barrier also invested. Relentless pressure coming from the Ducklings. But Faded Nick able to thwart it. Beautiful bolo shot there at the end of the fight. Shoal, thank you for the raid. Definitely follow Shoal. I appreciate it, Goat. Hope you had a good stream. Faded taking care of base. Sorry, I didn't get to that in time. Ultimate, I mean, just trying to fight to get out of the back alley right now. Woo! That landed. This is a clever position from Devilwood. This is the first time I've seen this. Because you've certainly seen the Freyas start to take up position where Nick is. That's become a kind of a common spot for the Freyas to sit, able to utilize that vertical, you know, aerial advantage. But that's the first time Devilwood's position for some. I've seen anybody try to counter that like that. Great wall. Might get actually does not. It was the slight potential to get this primal out. You did a Kitsune rush invested. But that was at full control out of the Ducklings. Come all the way back around to steal map 1. The Winston prevailed. It seems that, you know, who would have thought Overwatch isn't as simply as clear-cut as Hazard beats Monkey? Who would have thought? Now we have Alt Dimensions pick headed into map 2. It was Circuit Royale chosen with a Baptiste ban. It felt a lot closer in game than it looks on the stat card. Right? I feel like it felt a lot closer in game than it looks on the stat card. Faded comes out 38-3. 13k, but it's Nick. Lead the server damage, that is, with nearly 15.5k damage. Fewest deaths in the lobby as well. My goodness. Get into map 2. It says Nick getting carried by cons like normal. Oh. Consequence was curious. Said, can we agree to play Zarya with Hanzo and just grab Dragon? that was. Our manager is watching over my shoulder. She would have killed us. Faded. Thank you for sharing that with the world. Thank you for sharing that, Faded. Also, I like how that comment is made on the Sigma. Right? Right? Huh?
One. Attackers incoming.
Hi, chat. Ooh. Okay, we're getting the shenanigans. Are we gonna do a what's the plan here? Devilwood on the venture. Okay. A little ambush into the back line. Ooh, I love the aerial drill dash to try to go after Nick. Creative. And I mean, you're able to maintain high ground control, so it's not as all or nothing as like using the Reinhardt to do that. Actually very, very measured and smart, but still clever and a wonderful ambush. Great set play, and you buy first corner with it. Seagull taking a lot of damage. Quite see, I imagine that, I mean, Nick or Biz getting an icicle on that back line, not too unheard of. He is deep in enemy territory. He's made it over the statue. He's getting some support. You see the torpedoes and the shots coming in from the Juno. Forces Cryo Freeze out and is able to dash to safety. Unfortunately, Bugsy has fell. You see what prompted that disengage. Devilwood will end up getting popped at the end of the emerge. Nice pull. Saves B at the end of that, and deflect used to disengage for the rest of the team. So no more exit picks on the back of that. Aside from the Devilwood, I mean Devilwood swap it, I suppose, anyway. So never mind. I was about to say, aside from the Devilwood kill, really a super clean disengage, but Devilwood goes over to that casting. Served them so well in map 1. In round 1, that is, when they won on Ruins. Devil would swap to the Freya after that, and don't think found as much success. Orbital Ray tossed in. Blizzard used from the defense to counter the attacker's Ray. We had a defensive orbital tossed into the mix as well. Oh, the push off the side. Faded drops the ultimate. The tree is there, though. Now we're getting a... Okay, Terra Surge just kind of felt randomly thrown in. I was trying to combo with the blade, but just didn't quite catch anybody is what that was. Still, I mean, that is a massive ult fight. We got 9 ultimates invested into that, and it looks like ultimates are going to get capped. Oh, yeah. Ducklings are cute. You guys have a point. You just spent 15K on cons carrying this map. Let's get some cons pop. Two fish comes off the Ayari after the Captive Sun. Goes into the Suzin. Ooh. And we get the Dulcim Zen. All right. You get bonus points for the Dulcim Zen. Ooh, headshot on the con. Able to float away. Oh, just comes back in and finds Biz on point. Fantastic. Thank you for the follow. Neck with really the only ultimate to try to force their way out of this choke. Otherwise, you're just going to be done the good old-fashioned way in the neutral. Which is where the cast is really going to shine. I mean, this close, right at a choke, Devilwood could just have a nice 3K here if they don't play their cards right. The defense doesn't. Orbital lands, oh, excuse me, that was Bolo, one of those. I heard the Orbital come out, but I was talking about the Bolo shot that landed on the Bugsy. This is what was in my brain. Eventually leading to a kill, but there's Devilwood popping off. Ends up with 2 in the back of the fight. Everybody able to get out of the Blizzard. Biz's Blizzard was thrown on to the point. There's the 3rd. Does end up being the prophesied 3K out of Devilwood. Scottish Barber coming through with a follow as well. I appreciate it. Ifeweaver. Nick dies, kills my team, and then gets carried by cons. How human is this guy? Cons does have an orbital. I know same can't be sent for the other side. But there's only going to be the 2 support ults available into this. Biz matching the cast. We're going to get a little bit of a pool party here. Oh, no, never mind. After taking a couple shots, Ducklings just completely rotate around and catch Seagull. Oh, no. Seagull does not make the rotation. Did not get the memo. Here comes the retake of the high ground. We get the orbitals. We're going to get the Terra Surge Blade out from Ultimation. Be disengage. Disengage Blade. That went all kinds of awry for Ultimation. Defense gonna get back and trying to stabilize. It actually took a lot of poke damage trying to fall back into this defense. Some pressure coming through as Aldrich rotates around the corner, using both supportals to do it. Defensive Deadeye gets shut down. Bugsy finds an important pick to get this car over the line, and despite a bit of a fumble in the previous team fight, have the potential. Oh, there's the last second touch, just eating up some time. Devilwood will finish off 2 fish. This will be about 1:30 left, exactly 1:30 left, as a matter of fact.
Score 0.
And Drew.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Biz getting a lot of work done in that Flux DPS role. Scottish Barber says, I cheer against the Maple Leafs and I cheer against Lifeweaver players. As a Stars fan, I'm okay with that. I'd be a little happier if you cheered against the Oilers, but that's okay.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Okay, slight cheekiness. Not quite the cheekiness of a Lifeweaver venture, but you do have Zarya with double speed. So, I mean, okay. This feels like a... If you put a nitrous on a glass cannon. Like, that's kind of how this comp feels to me right now. So here we go. They pop the nitrous. It's going to be... could be kind of all or nothing. Two fish finds B. Faded's in deep, is able to secure that top high ground, and that is going to be the fight win. It is very much an all or nothing comp here. Kind of a blitzkrieg composition. Retake in for Bugsy. A lot of sustain available from the defensive ult dimensions. Bugsy, loses Seagull. What a pick. Faded finding the Lifeweaver. Making Scottish Barbie very happy in chat there. Seagull stays alive. Perhaps you're able to keep Bugsy alive a little bit longer, long enough to get the Tree of Life into that fight. Perhaps extend that out. So, really important pick. Good read from Faded. Now, we do have that Tree of Life available here for the retake. He's swapping over to the May with a good wall placed behind Faded. Goes in with the bubble, but ooh, look at the flank. I mean, the way Nick and Biz are playing so aggressive with the Zarya really is what's making this work right now, at least in that team fight. Well, a bunch of cooldowns are thrown onto the Zarya to try to secure that kill, get the bubbles out, isolate the tank. Both DPS come around the corner. Obviously, Nick's bolo shot didn't get killed, but still hanging out here, pouring damage that direction. Bugsy does manage to force their way out. Check out this Deadeye from Devil Wood. Sneaks out from behind the Tree of Life to find two. Oh, Nick is going to fall to the shots as well. It was actually the Tree of Death in this scenario. Gong of Death rings out from Circuit Royale. Graviton. Need some energy to work with? Yeah, throw a bubble onto the Blading Genji. That could do the trick. You don't even have to use the sound barrier. The beat blade will get it done. Pick up two. And that's going to be good enough. Oh, Bugsy chases down Cons.
Bagged another.
But it will all be for naught. Nothing left to take advantage of the lack of sustain. There's 2 points on the board with nearly 5 minutes on the clock. High ground defense here in Hotel for all mention. With a Blizzard to help hold this corner. Yeah, be anticipating the rotation. Already getting aggressive. I like this positioning. This guy Barbie says very happy. Two Fish and Biz end up all the way over here with Nick. Oh, that one's going to finish off Devil Wood? No! Actually manages to get the healing, stay alive. Meanwhile, that was a grab. All right, the DPS have made this quite the interesting fight. Let's see if we can see if this Blizzard got anything. Oh, got Biz and Two Fish in that. But Nick with great positioning on this stairwell. Long sight lines all the way down. Khan's still alive on this point. Lands torpedoes onto their counterpart. Puts the speed ring up to get Nick into this fight. Nick speeds into the next corner. Back behind the supports. 2 ADS shots. Actually, it was just one that landed. But the bolo shot connects square. And that's going to be a fight win from Ducklings. What a thrilling engagement. That was cool. Swaggy Alex, thank you so much for the tier 1. 2 months in a row. I appreciate the support so very much. Thank you. 3 minutes on the clock for the Ducklings. Orbital Ray tossed in from both sides. The Deadeye will not make it out. Faded right in the face of Devil One. Oh, trying to keep Warlock on track. Warlock and just to sneak away inside their own orbital. Is still dancing around Faded's beam. Is Consequence going to make it into dry land? Floats on to back onto dry land. Well, you know, into the pool. Close enough. Ducklings kind of stabilize up here, I suppose. Not a term you often use with the attacking team. Oh, the move over the top, the grab. It was gorgeous. Faded using the jump up. No, it doesn't even have jump ups. I mean, that was just a raw leap up and over the top. That was cool. We're going to be looking at comparable time banks here if Dhill Ducklings stay the course. I mean, they have beat Blade to close out this push, so could potentially end up with more time. We'll see how much of a stall Devil wants to get out of this. None. Zip 0. Biz will reduce the defense to about the same. 2 slashes land. Seagull, I think, does make it out? Nope. Stuck inside the spawn. 11 seconds separate our 2 squads.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
As if backing through the map wasn't hard enough. Backing through the map where I can't see. Ah! It was almost good. Oh, look at he swaps to a Winston for this 90-second attack. Immediately ate a jab. Faded already has 25% towards that first ultimate. About 13 seconds. Ooh, yeah, I must say that was a bold move stepping out as far as they did. Did take some damage. As B has picked up this kind of counterflank angle, making good use of the rework in that outside tunnel. Cons gets hunted down, but B ends up overwhelmed inside the small room. Caught in that tiny room with a maid, not exactly where the Genji wanted to be.
What would the mother say?
But that pick on the Cons could get them a little bit of space. Might be worth. We'll see. We're back at a solid 5v5. Got B going over the top? Yeah, B dropped in over the rooftop to get in behind. I don't know if it did anything, you know, just trying to be a little bit of a red herring. The entirety of Ultimate and just push forward and pick up kills inside the Mega Room. B now alone on this objective. Oh, gets killed just before the 3-second mark. Impeccable timing to try to force a touch, and Bugsy can't make it through.
狐の鍵爪を解き放て Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So Ultimension stopped just after the first corner. Hyper-aggressive play out of Dhill Ducklings continues to pay off here on Circuit Royale.
Ready for battle.
Now what do they show us here? See if my mouse wants to cooperate with me. Huh? I like playing with focal sim. Cooperate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Okay, quick teleport across the gap. Biz looking for an opening pick. Just solidify this map in one pull of the trigger. We also have Mercy here to help pocket Nick. Oh, but Consequence falls. Does immediately get res, but in that time, Nick goes down as well. "70 seconds. Doublewood fully focused on just keeping the far side clear. Nice shots! Two-Fits gets killed trying to get aggressive on that angle, and Biz just gets taken over. No chance to escape out of the room. Yeah, it's essentially our Subway Surfers. That's exactly right. Biz swaps over to the Ash. Able to fly and shot on a Warlock, but the shield comes down to protect from the second shot. 13 seconds, and Doublewood has 2 kills and a bolo to boot. Despite the fantastic attack and the more time from Ducklings, we might just get some textbook hottie theory on this one. No touch at the end. Ultimension put up a fuller hold in the very front of Circuit Royale to tie up the series.
Play of the game.
Whew. Ducklings had some good momentum, and particularly, you know, that hold looked so good, so promising. Man, Ultimension able to keep him at bay. Impeccable shooting from Doublewood, but finding that pick onto Nick in the back line was enormous. Or excuse me, not Nick. Was it Cods? Cons that was on the carry? Or was it Two Fish? Either way, it's a Suravasa pick and a hazard ban here from the Ducklings. An extraordinarily close map too. My goodness. Dude, Nick and Biz putting in the hurt. 18k, 16k respectively. So you're looking at 34 to 25 in damage output from your DPS. So 9k more damage output from the DPS line of Ducklings in that one. Hey, still, I mean, Alt D, hold on. Okay, Lucio ban from Ducklings. Heading into Suravasa, we have seen a bit of Lucio carry, like a lot of Lucio carry. It's time for map 4, map 3. I can count.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
Risa Brig Juno from both sides. Biz opting for the Tracer, or you got B going back into that Genji. The only difference in our two compositions right now. But first time seeing Tracer, I believe, tonight. Oh, no, we did a Tracer on Ilios, didn't we? We had Tracer on Ruins. Early pick on the Biz will grant first cap over to Ult Dimension. They're going to continue to fight this out in the straight. Have a very low nick. Good pick though from Bugsy. Still Ducklings kind of 3-2 split on their disengage. And it ends up not working out. Both sides get hunted down. And a clean exit into that fight out of Ult Dimension. That is an early Terra Surge. Nick does get stunned out. Nick had an early Deadeye as well, but ate a jab right through the face trying to Bugsy as soon as they tried to enter that high note. And another flawless, dominant fight win. And that's all she wrote for Market.
Flashpoint, Palace.
Wonderful spawn for Ult Dimension. Easily able to put their backs up against this second point. Being keeping an eye on the long flank from Garden side. Okay, does clock that rotation. He's gonna back away, kind of getting in position for Blade here. Orbital, might have to be used just to fight forward. No, okay, Speed Ring will get them at least up into the Chandelier room. Here comes all the chaos. Check out B's Blade. Trying to hunt down Biz. Devil was the one who picks up that kill, dash through from B, and they're able to keep Biz's Blade out of this fight. Another flawless fight win out of Ult Dimension. And they have 0 deaths. Yeah, they have 0 deaths. Devil was stunned out of their ultimate. Biz trying to find the first kill of the map. Does. Slices through Devil one. Does get whip shot away, but, it kind of ends up in a serendipitous position to finish off Bugsy. And Ducklings takes them 1.5 points to find their first kill, but they leverage it into an entire fight win. No ultimates for Ult Dimension to try to come and steal this point away. I think that spear got blocked. You saw what Bugsy was going for, but it didn't quite land. Oh, Koskowitz can't escape the Terror Surge, and Faded took an enormous amount of damage through that ultimate as well. beautiful Terror Surge out of Bugsy. What a read. Good shooting out of Devil would help follow up on that fight. No ultimates this time for Ducklings to try to push in. Oh, Seagull goes flying up to the high ground to try to save Devilwood. Ends up getting popped, but you know what? They keep Devilwood and B alive, at least for the moment. Me getting healed now. Devilwood throws in the Deadeye to help finish off Faded. Was used just for the reload, the final bullets. Faded got the touch, but not much more. It's a 2-0 here on Suravasa. All right, we're headed to the other side of the map, and a much-needed good spawn here for Dhill Ducklings.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Biz trying to build the rest of his blade, look for coast control. At least recognizes the rotation. It's going to be a full rotation from Ducklings. A little do-si-do. Completely circling off of the objective to escape the ray. Nick with the Deadeye to try to get back into it. This is going to buy some space for Biz to pull out the katana. Has Devilwood 1, and Devilwood gets the kill with a 1 HP and a dream. And a 6-shooter, I suppose. Gets chased down by the rally as Two Fish puts 2 on the board. Equalizes in this fight. 3v3. First cap goes over to Dhill Ducklings. They're still not out of hot water here. Bugsy going in. Faded runs right past. Drops the Terror Surge. Warlock is low. Reinforcements showing up here for the Ducklings. The flock has arrived. Good push there from Faded and Biz. They just kind of muscle their way through the ranks to go find that kill onto Devilwood. And it's looking less and less likely that Dhill Ducklings are going to get 3-0'd on this map. There's a speed ring in. Deadeye on the back of it. Ring is disengaged, but nobody gets it to the point to contest. Biz is able to get that kill on the B, who must have been the anchor, the person to touch. Despite the 5v4, Ducklings do give up on this. They rather get the defender's advantage over on Garden. I think it's a smart move. Devilwood is leading final blows in Expert with Bugsy directly behind. That's really cool. That's a great stat, Peasy. Nick stunned out of the Deadeye by a single. B's blade bolstered by the ray from space. Goes through, chops through Two Fish's rally. It costs both support ults, but Ultimate do get first cap here for this 4th point. Biz sneaking to the flank, 9% blade. Has to be careful, the Devilwood playing off that far left-hand side. The Terror Surge. They may have thrown off the plan, but Biz is still able to get the blade out, push in after a little bit of a reset. We'll find B and just settle for some slashes on the corner after that. It's enough for the flip, though. Now want some exit picks to see if they can extend that time. Fairly clean disengage there from Ultimate. Not going to give any up. Devilwood does pop a Deadeye, just kind of, I guess, protect the re-engage here. Give B room to move in. Terror Surge out of faded on this objective. Biz is able to pick up a kill through that. Nick turns the corner with a 10 out of 5 Devilwood. Woo! Follow-up shot on a B as well. Tide on Gardens. Significant orbital ray advantage from Warlock. This is a very, very powerful objective for this as well. Yep, we get thrown right over the point. Faded tried to push out, just ran off the point. I think he was anticipating that. Rally pop, but that is one lone rally on the objective. Seagull has the answer. Gets a stun. And Biz falls over the kill. B tried to respond. Flip comes through. Ultimate should have control of the point. Biz goes down to B's blade. Return orbital. 99-99 fight. Faded will get the touch, but Two Fish gets smashed out. Biz down low. Oh, gets beat by Seagull's mace. +1 to Ducklings on this point. Bugsy is going to even up this also. It was a 2v2. Faded's the only one left. Drops the Terror Surge. Forces Bugsy off the objective. Bugsy backs up. Has heal packs. Faded has no such luck. Pops the Fortify. Is looking to take down Seagull. Can't stay off this point for long. Warlock shows back up. The heals are there. The flip comes in. Woo! The touch of the neck in time with the use of the jab spin. Biz trying to dance around the outside. Nobody has ultimates to work with. Devilwood is low. Nick had to return on the Tracer into the back lane. Almost gets the one clip on the beam. It can't quite finish it off. Turns attention on the Bugsy. Will finish off the Orisa instead. Devilwood does have the Deadeye, and B is able to dash through Two Fish. Deadeye finds Biz! Pulls them down out of the sky. Flip! The touch! The flashbang doesn't land. Cons is low. Finished off up top. Nick is able to find a kill on the B amidst all of this. Faded is still standing. We're going to a 5th flashpoint. What a fight! I mean, I must say, unless Warlock kills both of them. What a fight! Ultimate should get the favorable spot. It's only Ruins left. Bugsy already set up for a defender's advantage to hold this choke. Warlock still holding an orbital lead. Could be important here. Looking for first cap. Will say, Faded's Terror Surges have been pretty good. Bugsy's, I think, might have been better. And as soon as he steps in his close quarters, Bugsy could just get him cornered here. That's going to be the orbital out of Warlock. Two Fish does have their rally with the Terror Surge thrown into the mix. Bugsy's going to respond with one of their own. Two Fish is low. But Seagull also taken down. Ooh, the hunt down on the consequence. No more supports left. You do still have both DPS and Faded able to even the odds. Faded goes down. Nick trying to hide. Cannot. B returns. First cap will go to Ultimate. Ducklings. Yeah, I see what you're going. We're risking a lot to try to maintain some positioning outside this choke. Losing Two Fish was not worth it, I'm afraid. This is going to put this very close to a last opportunity for Dhill to strike back in this map. Obviously, they'll have to hold the point if they can get it. With these ticks ticking up so fast. We'll see how long this fight takes. Nick forced to cancel off the Deadeye, but you are able to get through the choke. Devilwood is going to respond. This denies the approach out of Dhill Ducklings. And the Biz Blade blunted. That was a bedazzlement of B words. This Biz is going to find Bugsy. It would have, in fact, been the last opportunity as the point does take up to 87% before the fight finishes. Fortunately for Duckling fans out there, they're in control. Rintera, thank you for the follow. Clever name. B has the only ultimate currently available. Bugsy and Fade both close to another round of Terra Surges. Felt like they just used them, you know? Big spear. Oh. Nick was able to put some damage into the back of it, but Bugsy tops back up. Morlock with an enormous lead in this orbital ray. Could be the map winner. Rally popped in. Also, huge lead for Seagull in that regard. B is able to pick up one with the blade. Devilwood finds another. All Dimension have got this one in the bag. They will flip it at 90%. There's nobody even close. An incredible 5-point Suravasa goes the way of All Dimension, as does the 2-1 lead.
Play of the game.
Colosseo pick, Orisa ban immediately. Ducklings know exactly what they want to do. Stats don't look as close on paper. Stats don't look as close on paper. At least that map doesn't look as close on paper, I should say. Seems like a couple more team fight wins. I'm looking at Bugsy with only 4 deaths. Through all of that chaos, Bugsy only goes down 4 times. Also leading in elims in that match. Nearly 19k damage. Yep, that's good enough for top damage as well. Hell of a map from Bugsy. They would be walking into a Juno ban. Okay. So we're once again seeing the support target. We've seen a support targeted every single map. Let's get a map 4. Oh, I'll Pretz. Maddie says all in on Ducklings. All in on a map 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They ban the Orisa, play their Amatra. We'll see a carry from both sides in lieu of, excuse me, we're actually getting an Ana carry. Interesting. Okay. Makes sense, I suppose, with Bugsy going into the Winston. But on this map, I think you'd still more often see the Lucio carry. Even with the Winston. But hey. You know, maybe the Nano Boost can be the difference maker. So far, it's going to be All Dimension fighting down a player. Devilwood does find the answer, though. Devilwood finds a couple of answers. And a couple of fantastic take aim shots land true. Already has an ultimate online. Look at the ult charge of the rest of the lobby. That was a 50-second bolo shot. Holy cow. Big anti lands from Seagull. The Ana seems to be paying some dividends here. I see we still have the low attention span vids up. Indeed. Hey, you know, we want to cater to all kinds of neurodivergence around here. There's that nano engage I was talking about. Bugsy comes running and trying to chase down Nick. Actually gets booped out on the jump. So Two Fish getting a little extra momentum on that boop as it was carried from the Winston jump. Bugsy still in hot pursuit though. Oh, when 2 people walked into that little cubby, could have been dangerous. Can't quite juggle Nick the right direction, but still it's enough to get a kill. Those kills have been traded. And it's a +1 to Dhill Ducklings on this point. Exacerbated as Cons comes up with a couple of good picks. plethora of ultimates to work with. And we saw, I mean, the nano boost engage didn't quite pay off, and now here comes the counter offer in the form of this sound barrier. Deep jump in from Bugsy. Exit blocked and Deadeye to finish them off. Well played. Good vortex to hold them down. The Deadeye to put in the hurt. Oh, Morlock finds a nice little trade. I respect it. But unfortunately, I think it had invested that Kitsune rush throughout that combo. Wasn't really an ult combo so much as a, you know, cooldown to ult combo. But yeah, you get the point. Still a combo nevertheless. The Ducklings do have to back out and regroup with their reinforcements. Got the bot as far as it could. Not close enough for the checkpoint, but darn close. Consider rush right through the arches and immediate disengage up to the high ground. Very well played out of Ultimation, actually. They were anticipating that. Everybody knew exactly where to go. The moment you hear the voice line, boom, they are gone. Now, here comes the counter offer. The counter punch, if you will, the counter blade. Even better, even better. We do have a bit of a C9 going on. Okay, that did get touched. Morlock comes in to challenge Biz on the point, but Faded finds an opening pick. Bugsy regroups on the objective to make sure they can deny checkpoint, and now it's 4v4. He kind of dancing in and up from the high ground. Nick low, Bugsy with the finish. All these should be able to stabilize on the back of this. Faded has an ultimate if they want to try to keep this going, but they're playing so far down. Yeah, they're not going to choose to invest it here. A couple opening shots, nothing substantial. Oh, B's pick is not good though. Oh, fighting Warlock with a Deadeye is one way to answer it out. One way to keep a sound barrier out of a fight. 3v3 is Biz is going to give the player advantage back over to the Ducklings. Random screenshot to lock in. Biz with a good fight. That was quite the drop down from Seagull. Oh, in consequence. What a shot. I mean, you can't really blame that on the touch. Consequence was in the right place, right time. Swift step, get the heck out of Dodge. Now checkpoint and more. Picked up here from Ducklings. Consider rush thrown up on the street. Boop. Actually denies Bugsy the ability to rejoin the rest of the team. Suzuing themselves, Seagull was barely able to escape disaster. Primal Rage thrown in, has Nick low. Nick tried to calm that roll out, but just hit the wall. That got a little extra jump pack damage. It just kind of looked like unexpected. Now we are going to get that Annihilation toss in. Will prompt Morlock to throw a sound barrier into this as well. Be trying to combo that with this Genji blade, but Two Fish has the answer. Plenty of sustain through the blade as it fades. Goes back in the shape. Pulse Bomb narrowly missing. I think Consequence put the Suzu on that. Oh no, did not have the Suzu. It was fortunate there for Two Fish that Pulse Bomb indeed did miss. Thank you for sharing, Pacey. But hey, I'll take it as a compliment that you're invested. I'll take that as a compliment. I feel like both of these carries have just been on lock today. Absolute fire. Bugsy with the Zarya swap. Trying to take a page out of the Ducklings book. Ooh. B gets the bubble. Did have the deflect and is able to sneak out into cover, but immediately gets greeted by a vortex. Well played out of Ducklings to find an opening pick, but with 2 fish going down, they're still forced to kind of play on the outskirts, cannot get aggressive. Ooh, as I say that, Biz actually does the exact opposite. Does in fact get aggressive, just when you least expect it. Byzantine picks up 1, but Warlock will hunt them down. Does feel like, you know, as we see 2 fish get a pair of kills there to finish off that fight, that the supports and really just all of Ducklings staying up in the macro this time. You know, we talked about the ult charge there on Suravasa playing a big factor, particularly when it came to that final fight. At least by my eye test, feels like they've been pretty dead even through this one. I mean, we're looking at Consequence here with the Kitsune Rush advantage, is now they're out of sync with their opponents. Deadeye from Devilwood did kind of stop a whole lot of value, prevent a lot of value on the back of that Kitsune Rush. 2 fish finds a kill. Sound barrier from the top rope. Into the fight. Warlock still a little bit away, and there's that macro in favor of the Dogs playing a big part. Beat late from Warlock does not save Bugsy from the Deadeye. The Ducklings continue to waddle forward.
60 seconds remaining.
A confident waddle. Lots of tail shakes going on. Kitsune Rush available here to hold the line. Denied his final cap with 25 seconds to go. Faded leech the health off of Devilwood on... Oop, Bugsy. Swapping over to a... to the Ramatra after a failed experiment on the Zarya. Is able to steal the bot away a little bit, but 2 fish comes in to greet. Ducklings wanted to take this 3v3, at least keep things interesting. We'll buy a little bit of time when it's all said and done. Pulse Annihilation at the ready. For Ultimate, they have a long run ahead of them. 110, 116 meters. 17, something like that. Almost exactly 117, actually. A long road, friends. Watch for B setup. Ideally, want to win this with just this pulse bomb. You need to get the Suzu out of Consequence first, make that happen, and have to play around Nick, who's got keen eye covering their supports. Consequence throws in the Kitsune Rush, but Nick able to find B, Biz down, both of the pulses no longer in this fight. Overtime push. Nick doesn't find anything with the Deadeye. Devilwood's going to try with one of their own. Faded has the Nemesis form. The block will absorb a lot of that damage, but Seagull has failed on the point. Nobody else is there. Ducklings win a dominant Colosseo, forcing our map 5. So invested, I moved Twitch from my monitor to my TV. That's what I'm talking about. Mouse, where'd you go? King's pick out of Alt Dimension for map 5 with the Kiriko banned out. They had anything they could have chosen from any map that had not been picked yet, I believe. Ooh. Yeah, pretty dominant from Ducklings. Pretty dominant. You know, we're talking about Bugsy's impact there in map 3. You know, with 35 and 4. Look at the other side here on map 2, map 4. This Faded goes 29 and 2 there in the Ramatra. Map 5. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready for battle.
If Ducklings win, I will buy 2 fish, a sweet tea. Biz showed us the Sombra for the first time tonight with the Brig Juno defense here to back up Faded Zarisa. Next cast.
5, 4.
If Alt Dimension wins, Seagull will buy Seagull a Domino's pizza.
Attackers incoming.
Honestly, pizza sounds delicious. Defensive rotation through Hotel. Faded immediately finds Doublewood. And Dhill Ducklings once again decide the perfect opportunity to get aggressive. Now, I mean, a risky move on the attack as they have lost cons through this engagement. But late picks should give cons time to get back into this before Ultimate Mission can get established. Oh, but a kill onto Biz. That one might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Moving back onto this point, and you can see the defense is kind of backing up to the back of Hotel. Faded, separated from the rest of the team. Is vulnerable, walled off. After the jab spin comes the Fortify. And here comes the reinforcements. Oh, but not quite enough, not quite in time. Delayed $1 short. Faded falls as does point A. In the likes of Ultimate Mission. So the aggression is able to technically win the first fight, but gets punished there by Doublewood. That got exacerbated and eventually swung into a first point cap with over 5 minutes going into point B. Nope, Nick making a long run back. Two fish keeping an eye on things. Doofus trying to break the wall, gets the break! Ah, but not in time for Skulls to pop up onto the screen. Faded does move forward with it. Trying to secure bookstore, but runs right into a Terra Surge on a Bugsy. Blocked by a wall, trying to get aggressive. Good wall, great wall out of B. No, never mind trying to, keep them from retreating, keep them from moving forward. Atypical. Smart. Clever, I like it. I like it. Blizzard versus EMP. I love this skin, by the way. Is able to sneak through alley undetected. Thought about pushing through that direction, but looks like they're going to end up just regrouping it. There's 4-player EMP. Can they get the kill on the B? They can't. This is going to drop in, just lands right on Morlock's dome. And Devilwood rolls through for a little revenge. Nick answers twofold. You managed to get Seagull's rally out of it. Actually, Seagull's rally was the only ultimate you got out of that. After a successful EMP, Biz will swap to the far. Pizza for everybody. Seriously, pizza does sound really good. Devilwood stunned out of that ultimate. He's just going to pop a rally, and a ray has been thrown in by the defense. Faded gobbles up the Blizzard as well. Impeccable work there from Dhill Ducklings. Winning a massive ult fight. Was what, 8 thrown into that? 7? 7. 3 from Dimension, 4 from the Ducklings. Be trying to find access to the high ground, gets beat right back down. Biz through the window. Would love to get Devilwood out of this fight. That would just open up the entirety of... Oops. Kind of botched that one. It's okay. You get that back pretty quick. Terror search from Boxy. He's going to find Nick. They're not able to roll out. Biz dropping way into the back line and trying to escape Devilwood, but Devilwood had the eyes trained and the sights locked in on the Flora. So the defense wins the big old fight, but the neutral fight going the way of Ultimate Mention here for 2 points. Let's get into the Foundry. And Biz is, I mean, so much more difficult to find value on the barrage inside point C than it would have been coming in over the rooftop of point B. So just narrowly missing out on that opportunity. Good awareness from Devilwood, kind of forcing that issue. Yep, there's gonna be the dash in, the barrage. Woo! Was a touch early. Was a touch. I think if you wait for Faded's Terra Surge, that looks a lot better. Now this is kind of messy. Faded low will eat a Faded hammer right to the back. Devilwood picks up Nick as well. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or what, but I feel like that had to be the plan. Oh, that was cool. I didn't know you could. Little main wall to get Devilwood under the high ground with a Deadeye. Try to secure this cap. Blizzard out of B. It's an offensive Blizzard. Orbital right throw it in from both sides. Energy Javelins and the Devilwood there in the back line. Seagull running way far forward. Seagull gets punished there as Rally popped by Two Fish, and the stun is true. Outliving through the Terra Surge, the defense holds. Television. Morlock was hoping that Ducklings were going to all push forward and then Morlock could try to C9. But they made the read. They made the read. Oh! He gets popped. Nice headshot from Biz. And this, all of a sudden, went from a potential 2-minute cap to less than a minute to go. Just some clutch plays out of Ducklings. And that shot from Biz was enormous. Nick gets the wall block. Biz coming in on the flank. Gets red. Try to get the Blizzard. Oh, what? No shot! You get 2 kills on with the cryo freeze. No shot. That's a first.
30 seconds remaining.
Biz waiting. Smartly. Moves around the corner. As Devilwood went up to the high ground. The Blizzard is going to drop in. Look like Seagull was able to pop the rally to get out of that. Devilwood moving around the corner with the Deadeye. Biz is able to cryo freeze, but can't escape afterwards. 4v4 on the point. Attackers are missing their Juno. Bugsy tosses in a Terra Surge, and Faded is very low, but has the Fortified to survive a little bit longer. Good heals from Cons. Last long enough for Faded to get the Terra Surge, and Bugsy has to run. Faded pursues. Touch in from B. Quickly finished off as Faded puts their cut up top to find them. And it's going to be a big hole. That of Dhill Ducklings.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Yeah, the double May wall was very cool. And like that happened just as Biz gets that shot in onto B. And so I was like, wait, what? Like it all happened in a split second.
Ready for battle.
Very close. Faded and Bugsy, less than 1,000 damage apart. Devilwood fall a little behind as far as damage output, but very close in the elim category. Nick is leading as far as DPS is concerned. Both of which seemingly sticking with the Cass. Dhill Ducklings head on the attack.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend
We already saw Duckling put up a great defense and extras on Circuit Royale, only for Alt Dimension to put up a better one. Hoping history doesn't repeat itself here. So it was certainly a huge hold there out of the Ducklings. So let's go back to some Bugsy Pop. What are you doing down there, Bugsy? Oh, that'll do. Fight inside a hotel. Wall trying to block some healing, and FACEIT's going to find an opening pick on the Devilwood. Bugsy trades it out, and things get claustrophobic and a little messy here. Some tiny Overwatch favoring the defense of Alt Dimension through that exchange. Reinforcements trying to make their way back in for this defense. Ducklings want to get aggressive. Yeah, there's the Spade Ring. Or the Speed Heart, in this case. Good jab. Really threw off FACEIT shot. I think B could have been in a lot of trouble if that jab doesn't hit, but Devilwood needs the business in. Of an icicle. Cryo Freeze uses nice some damage, but a good push actually put FACEIT in a difficult spot. Bugsy rotating around, still alive, looking for a retake. Doesn't have a whole lot of friends, though. Does have a rally at their back. Well, I mean, I think that was more of a row. Like half of a rally. Row with one L. It's not quite a 5-minute time bank, but still comparable. That you are.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Biz Blizz available and at the ready. Needs a spear, goes down to half health before falling back into cover. Look like Nick perhaps trying to work a flank. Nope, regroups. Oh! We got a stun up front. Biz throws in that ultimate right down the street. Let's just get to a third person pop here. So 3 ultimates invested here from Ducklings. They don't get a single kill on the back of it. Now, I mean, you do get 2 off on the other side, including Morlock's Ray. Nick and Biz able to find B. Fantastic fight for the Ducklings and a good spear to lock in the late exit pick on the Morlock. This should just confirm the cap. We're going to get 4.5 minutes going into point C. And just a reminder that Alt Dimension were not able to get a full cap. That they do not have 3 points on the board. That is a map 5 victory. Currently within the sights of Ducklings and lots of time to play with. Bugsy's got to be careful with this Maywall at their back. Doesn't want to overextend, but would love to get this corner back. Doesn't want to give up all this space. Great spear. Interrupts FACEIT, but they're still able to muscle through and find a kill on a Morlock with that Terra Surge. Bugsy trying to return the favor. Can't get it done. B stuck in a bad spot. Devilwood in one as well. B looking for a trade, can't find it. Cart rounds the final corner. Ducklings have Blizzard and Deadeye here to close this out. A bit of a lead on the orbital as well. Seagull matching in support ults. This is going to be a Herculean task to win this fight out for this defense. Biz fights Devilwood immediately out of the gate. Blizzard is going to come into the left side of the objective. FACEIT leading the charge. B is not able to escape up into that hallway. Dies. No more DPS. Here for the defense. Rally pop from Seagull. Moves forward. Gets a boop! Oh, Bugsy gets boom. The boop on the 2-fish. The rally thrown into the pit. Oh no, Ducklings were one kill away, it felt like, from getting the win here on King's Row, and a brilliant play from Bugsy to hang on by a thread. Still tons of time for this defense to have to hold. But that was an important fight. One where they had a disadvantage in ultimates, and the defense now able to get Morlock built up to that orbital ray and are standing even. They have an answer here for Consequences. Going to go and investors into this fight. Maywall isolating, changing the geometry, turns this entire fight on the left-hand side. FACEIT goes running in deep. Love to get a kill on the Devilwood in the back line. The division's leader in final blows, rolling around, staying alive, looking to add another one to that tally. The Terror Surge comes out. Bugsy finds the kill. Blizzard invested onto the objective, gets nothing. Duckling sent packing once again. 2:20 to go.
Death ain't on my doorstep yet.
Ball used defensively. A good opportunity. FACEIT can push in without concern. Is immediately going to get aggressive. About a 5-second window. Devilwood's going to seal that window with a Deadeye. Two players from Ducklings now pushing up from this left-hand side. This is a bit of a new approach, showing a bit of a different look. Nick trying to find this flank angle. This is a deep flank. Right out at a duel with Devilwood. A win there would certainly have unlocked the entirety of that defense. Defensive Blizzard. FACEIT does have the the Fortify to get out of harm's way. Meanwhile, Two Fish has been able to win that fight along that flank side. Nick now moving deeper and deeper into a position. Finds a kill on the Morlock, but the rally will put an end to that. Two Fish puts up the rally. Meanwhile, Bugsy's cut down on the point. The Ducklings have done it. They will hand Ultimension the third loss of the season, and Ducklings equalize. Both teams will go to 7-3. And Ducklings end a 4-game super gauntlet on a dub. FACEIT comes out 40-7. Nick ends up at 36-8 with 19k damage, leading the DPS by a significant margin. I mean, once again, we're seeing the Dhill Ducklings DPS players putting in a world of hurt. I will say it was Bugsy who leads the server in damage. But, I mean, we talked about a 9,000 damage difference there for the Ducklings DPS, you know, back on, what was that, Suravasa, or what was that? Oh, Circuit. And we see it come back here. I mean, you're looking at 36,000 damage to 20, we'll say 24, 25. So, I mean, 11 to 12,000 more damage out of the DPS line from Dhill Ducklings there in that Kings. What a match.